Hey guys, Becky here with Design Bundles, and I'm super excited to have you join me today because we have a super great hack for you. We are going to show you how to line up all your scraps on your cutting mat without using a PixScan mat. Alright guys, so here we are in Silhouette Studio, and if you watched my tutorial on using the PixScan mat with the Silhouette Cameo, you know that I struggled a little bit, and I'm here to show you my cheat. And this is actually what I've done for years just because maybe I'm just challenged, but I really have not had success with PixScan Mat very much. And I know a lot of you guys are in the same boat, and I heard your cries on the video, and I have a workaround for you. So super excited to share this with you today. Now, what you do need is obviously a really cute design, which I have here, thanks to Design Bundles. And then you need to be able to take a picture of your cutting mat. And this does use a regular mat, not a PixScan mat. Okay, so a regular mat and a camera that you can just take a picture and to be able to pull that over into your software. Now, I just used my cell phone. I have my phone hooked up. I have an Android, so I'm hooked up to Google Photos. So that means I can just download any photo after it updates to the cloud. A lot of you guys have the same feature, or you can email it to yourself. So definitely lots of options. Last but not least, a lot of us can also connect our cell phone via a USB cord. So just keep that in mind if you struggle with how exactly you're going to pull that picture over. But 3 really good options for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a file explorer. And here is the picture of the mat that I took. Now what I did is I went ahead and took the scraps that I had and put them on the mat. That way I would be able to arrange them appropriately. Now it does import kind of large. That's okay. We can scale it down. And then the next thing that I want to do, let's really take a look at it. And you notice I tried to get pretty good light, and I also tried to get a decent background that would contrast against my grid. And let me tell you why. I'm going to come over here to the left-hand side, and I'm going to go to Draw a Polygon. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to find the 4 corners of my mat. Now, when you're taking this picture, it's very important that you try to get a straight on picture. You're going to try to get a good aerial view. That way this will be as square as possible, but don't be overly hard on yourself. Don't feel like it has to be perfect. But in each corner, I clicked my mouse and it drew a box around the outside of my mat. So now I'm going to use my drag box and I'm going to grab my photo and the box that I just drew, come over here to the modify and hit crop. Now basically, here's your thinking on this. The inside grid of your mat is 12 by 12. So if I have cropped this down to only include the grid area, then I should be able to size this to a 12 by 12 and get decently close to what is on my mat. Okay, so I just typed in the size to be 12 inches wide. Now you notice it's a little bit off. So this isn't going to be as reliable as a PixScan mat. Here, let's send to back. But it's reliable enough that as long as you're not butting your design up to the corners, then you'll be perfectly fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need to make sure that my largest piece, which is my hat, fits on that piece of vinyl, and it does. I'm going to size it down just a tiny bit because, like I said, I don't want to rely on it going all the way to the edges. So I'm going to ungroup this. Now I can move this over here. I'm actually going to spin this around. I just feel like that'll give me a little bit better chance. I do have a crease in my vinyl right there, so I don't want to put it as close to the crease. There we go. And I'm just going to go piece by piece and arrange this on the colors that I need to cut. Oh, my shoes might be a little close there. Let's take a look. All right, I'm going to put them right there because in theory, this piece of vinyl goes all the way to the edge, so I should be fine there. And then my light pink. Okay, so there we go. So I have all of my pieces lined up according to the photo that I took of my mat. And now I can either delete the photo or just move it off to the side and click over to the send panel. Now all of this I'm cutting out of adhesive vinyl, so there's not any reason that I would need to separate this out or change anything with it. I just need to select vinyl glossy. It is going to cut. I have my ratchet blade in, and I'm just going to use the default settings that I have. And I will just send this over and it will cut out on my Cameo. And then guys, I will meet back up with you and show you what it looks like. All right, guys, so as you can see, I did feed this in just as I took the picture, and I got a really good cut on everything that I placed. So let me go ahead and pull off the excess for you. So there we go. So don't hang me out to dry. We did have quite a bit of vinyl waste here, but obviously the more confident that you get with this technique, the closer you can get to the edge of your cutting area. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab some transfer tape, and we will layer this design up so that you can see it. All right, so this is the transfer tape that I'm using. This is the one that has the semi-transparent backing, which of course, you know, is one of my favorites. And then we just need to determine what layers are going to go on first. So I'm going to take a look at my design on the computer. All right, so the top piece, the very first piece, will be the skin tone, hands and nose here. Okay, and then let's pick up the light pink. So as you can see, I can see through the backing for the transfer tape and be able to line it up. And there is our cute little layered scrap design with our cute little buddy gnome. So guys, the gnome turned out really cute, right? But I know. Although he is really super cute, he's not the star of the video today, because learning that hack can really be a game changer. Now, you know, like I said in the beginning, I know that the PixScan Mat isn't for everybody. I definitely struggled with it a little bit. So this is a really great workaround to still be able to use up all those scraps that you have, or to, you know, cut in more intricate areas, or to be able to line up to a specific medium that you have. So hopefully you enjoyed it today. Of course, if you have any questions, please make sure you leave that down below. I do absolutely love to hear from you guys. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way we can keep bringing you these crafty videos in the future. So I'm going to wrap it up for today, guys, but I thank you. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you again next time.